sometimes does speak to the fact that PSG seems to have a pretty strong composition into how Loud wants to play right now.
PSG, it feels very much like an engage on us, and then we'll see where we go from there sort of composition, as you say. I do like the fact that Loud have a bit more agency. It's something we talked about in game one, the ability to do stuff in the early game. You can get the Spectral Maw stun, you can get Annie going in there with her stun as well, get her around the map. It is Nautilus support, and his pick potential as well in that bottom lane can be pretty devastating. Loud with a lot more arrows in their quiver. String 4 marks, you get increased range, you become a lot stronger as the Kindred, and then every 3 marks after that, you get more and more range. Really, it's a bit like Kayn, where you only become a champion when you get those first 4 marks. They are looking to use Junja and Yubao up towards this top lane. We talked about the roam potential from PSG.
Holding the wave.
Exactly that, Robo. Can try and catch the wave. Flash, Torn, Robo flashes underneath the tower though. Asher tanks up 2 tower shots. Robo down. Junja, 1 more tower shot would be enough, but it doesn't find him. And PSG execute a perfect dive.
They are on a ward though. The fact that Robo dropped that one over the wall before he dropped means Croc knows exactly where Junjia was and did not give him a hop over the wall, forcing him up the lane. Probably gonna have to hope he can execute the turret. It probably is long enough here.
It is. Good execute for CC. That's his one saving grace in this position. The wave is caught, Root coming in as well. Seos has the ignite, lands the hook, the taunt comes down, the tanking happens, and PSG walk out. The shield for Wacko didn't quite need it, but in the end, Junja now 2 kills to the good.
Absolutely incredible dive there. Wacko taking the turret first, allowing Yubao to walk in and basically land that. Wacko, whoa,
flash hook, cleanse, Root, dives in, tries to get one in response, but Junja will get his 3rd mark of the game, along with the hook because the minions were blocking his path. Junja now here with the level 6. Has the mark on the Nautilus. Seos, 300 HP in a dream. When he throws out the hook, flash away, the flay, the dredge line, Seos going down already. Woody has fallen, Junja's going to get the Lamb's Respite off here as well if he falls too low. Seos will fall, Wacko takes him. No mark for Junja though, because it was a solo kill from the PSG bot lane. In the end, a 1-for-1 trade, a 1-for-2 trade, sorry, in the bottom side of the map.
We'll be able to grab the Dragon on the tail end of that play as well for PSG, so definitely going in their favor. Seos wanting to get...
Is going to be able to move from the top side of the map. Robo does have the unstoppable force. Flash engage from Tinones, a possibility. Yubao just as punch away. Azure now needs to join up with the rest of his team. Tinones still looking for the Tibbers, lands it onto Junja, but Junja still has 500 HP. The hook goes down onto Robo. Yubao's going to flash away from them. The unstoppable force in as Loud look for the fight. They find one. The reset's now starting for Croc. The all out across the wall as Seos is going to be locked up. Junja on a rampage now on this Kindred. And in the end, a 1-for-1 is the extent of the trading.
Not too bad for PSG to save that fight. Initially well done by Loud, split
before those plates do fall off. It's just optimization of gold, but you can see Loud trying to react by pushing through this mid lane. The stun's going to land with that Spectral Maw, but Yubao already had the taunt off, the Heartbreaker forward. They're trying to just kill off Yubao. Good hook, stopwatch. Do they have enough damage afterwards? The ignite ticks, and down goes a Yubao.
Nicely done there by Loud, finding a pick off in the mid lane. Get a bit, hold on to a number of ultimates while making that pick happen, and he's still up. You still have the ultimate from Seos, only Viego losing his. And so this Rift Herald gets dropped in a position where Shelly's going to have a hard time getting in there.
Won't get close enough. The hook lands onto Wacko, but here's the hero's entrance. Stopwatch from Seos trying to buy him a second to get back out of this fight, but already he's taken out. Junja with the kill, another hook connects, and Tinones. Another stopwatch, but it's another death immediately afterwards. Wacko gets one, the dive in from Croc, looking for the Heartbreaker resets, will possess Wacko's soul as Junja goes low. Root and Croc doing absolutely everything they can to turn this around, but the taunt in the middle of the dive across the wall will stop this game.
Junja split away from the rest of the team, so you have to keep your eye on exactly his positioning, because if he's ever too far away, maybe you can burst down one of the members of PSG as Yubao forces out the stun out of Tinones. That's a pretty big win, actually.
Robo going in, Wacko's going to jump away, flashes away from the unstoppable force, and Wacko's already killed off Robo. Seos the second to fall as Loud find themselves wanting in the fight. PSG can gain control of mid and push this in, and this will be 2 kills and a tower in the end for them.
Such a disjointed engage by Loud there. PSG doing a good job forcing Tinones out from the flank, forcing his stun out, and that is the time that Robo decides to go in. No follow-up available, even if the Junji ultimate wasn't there. He was going after Wacko. You know, there's just no way that engage was actually going to work out. Ends up giving 2 kills over to PSG. They're able to
invest the vision. 4,000 HP on the Baron. Tinones forced down towards the bottom side. The Baron disengaged by Loud as they look for Azure, who can escape, but the stun's going to land. The Gargoyles heals him up for the moment. The shield coming out as well as Azure down to half HP, and Loud slowly winning the fight. Step charge onto Junja. There's the hook as well. Sail splashes away. Azure low. The Heartbreaker coming into this lightning crash as well as the hero's entrance is going to jump into the middle of them all. Croc trying to escape down towards the bottom side as Robo is low. He's killed off by Wacko. Root though exhausted, still stacking up. The overcharge, he's looking for more. The hook lands. Yubao gets another as Croc goes down. Root's still alive, but he's the only one alongside Tinones. And all he can do is stand and watch as his team dies in the mid lane.
PSG played do-si-do with Loud, baiting them in and out over and over again, but walking away 3 for 0 and healthy enough to finish off this Baron. Well, gotta go. You do not want to give over the extra resist to a very tanky PSG comp.
Root, 2.5 items. Tinones has the Void Staff as well, but Azure is just so damn tanky. The hook lands, Tinones looking for the stun already. Robo's down, Wacko just assassinates him, and now PSG on the front foot. That's a double for Wacko. And Lau really don't have a way to answer. Root, Croc, and Seos on the retreat. There's a tower here for them, but Azure will tank it. Gladly he will. The taunt comes out as well. Another for Wacko. It's 3. Azure seals away the pentakill, but we've seen enough of Felios Pentas to round this one out. PSG in the end will clean up the fight, and Loud are left wanting.
5 for 0, clean ace for the side of PS.
To be another. Azure, he hasn't taken damage yet. They've got through the shield now, Mark. And it's just not going to be enough for Loud. More of a bang than a whimper for them in this series, although they have looked great through the rest of MSI. PSG today have just been too damn strong. First Nexus tower down, the second shot to follow. You have to feel as Seos is locked up and shut out of the game. Wacko with a massive shield, the red-white let's fight. Tinones flashes in, but the immediate cleanse from Wacko. The hook lands on Tinones as well, and he is isolated from his team and sent packing back to the fountain as Wacko opens up on the Nexus towers. The Lamb's Respite keeps Junja alive, and PSG want to wipe away the fight. But Root is trying to do everything he can to stop it from happening in the end. The all-out invested, and all is left for PSG.